Hello everyone, I am Alka1993 and welcome back to another duel on Dueling Book. In today's duel, we're doing a duel Link style with Link monsters. I have built myself a generic Link deck with, well, not based on the starter deck, not based on anyone's deck profile, just something I put together with which I thought this I can use as a base just to get used to the entire Link thing, to get used to how it affects your season synchro possibilities and other things. A few combos are possible. Let's see, Trumpeter got 2 Bitrons. I kind of wanted to have just one, but we can make do with that. We have a 6 synchro, but I don't want to play that now. I'll play Forward Expansion. Not using it for Inferno. It's like for a second. I just have it here to have a token, and because of that token, I would get a free Link Spider. The token is fire, so I don't actually get anything else from it. Let's see, I'll just set Bitron. That's a replenishment squad. Let's go with that. This button will become, or has become for those that play Links regularly, a very important button because the exact placings of monsters will be very important due to positive and negative effects that Link monsters can have. Gym Sabers are Fluffles, okay. Go ahead. I'm surprised there's no sound for normal summoning. I'm used to that from Dueling Network. Not for adding, so I can work with that. No shuffle animation either, which is somewhat... I had to get used to that too, like compared to DN. But it does say shuffled his deck, so it definitely makes that clear. Oh, I believe it always says his, although it might not, because you actually can place your gender, like select what your gender is in your profile. So it might actually be based on that. Maybe it'll say shuffle their deck if you haven't made that public. Okay, so they got Toy Vendor. I don't remember too well what that does. Let's see. Discard a card, draw and reveal it. If it's a Fluffle special, you can special one monster from your hand. Not necessarily Fluffle. Otherwise, discard the card you drew. Discard center grave. You can have Gym Sabers are Fluff from deck to hand. Okay, so they get wings. So they draw and reveal a card. What is it? Mystical Space Typhoon. So nothing. But they do get a card, and I believe Wings works in the grave. If it's in the grave and you control the Toy Vendor, you can banish this card from the grave. Right? Otherwise, discard the card you drew. Okay. What's happening? If it's a Fluffle monster, you can special one monster. Otherwise, discard the card you drew. Otherwise, discard the card you drew, because it's not a Fluffle monster. And if it's meant for his hand, then what did he misclick on? Or I must be misunderstanding something. Or they might have misunderstood something. Chances are they have. It's possible. Everyone makes mistakes. Especially I'm getting used to a lot of new decks, so I'll definitely make mistakes while I do that. Let's see. Okay, I've taken a Fluffle monster in the grave. Also banish that, and then draw a card. Send a Toy Vendor to the grave, and then draw another card. And then Toy Vendor goes off and gets that. Okay, so you need Wings plus another Fluffle in the grave, which they have. So then they can banish both, draw 2, and get Toy Vendor's effect. Okay. Wings from Grave. The only viable target, well, the only possible target is Fluffle Bear. The second part. I will say only K after cost has been paid. Because only that's... I can say K. I have to pay the cost first. Banish the target of Fluffle. I won't wait for them to say target Fluffle Bear because that's the only target. I'd probably still say it. Yeah, I would. But I won't wait for them here. Okay. They get a card. Toy Vendor to the grave, and then get another card. Then it's Toy Vendor to the grave. I think they forgot what their opponent effect is. They might be getting used to Fluffles themselves. Toy Vendor to the grave, I get another one. Now Toy Vendor. If it's an optional effect, but it's an if effect, and if doesn't miss timing. So they can now activate that. Yes. To add an Edge Sabers or Fluffle monster from deck to hand. So they're comboing a few things together. Gotten some extra cards. Unfortunately didn't get the special summon off of Toy Vendor. Just had to get rid of an MSD that was on top of their deck. However, it did allow them still to get some free stuff, especially after Fluffle Wings. Toy Vendor allowed Fluffle Wings to be in the grave in the first place, so that was a nice combo. Let's see what they'll go for though. Let's see what they add. At the moment they can't actually get over my defensive position monster. Chances are they're looking for a fusion. They may have polymerization, they may not. Who knows? I don't really know too well what to expect. I know Fluffles a little bit, but not too much. So in the grave, there's a fusion material for a fusion summon. You can target an Edge Sabers or Fluffle in the grave, except Fluffle Rabbit and add it to hand. So would they fuse that with Dog? They can get Dog back. Okay. Unless I play polymerization, there's not a lot that's gonna happen. Except them taking damage. Because Bitron. So I like the fact that I could potentially... They're not even attacking. Darn! They're supposed to attack so I can do 300 damage. Yeah. They probably think he probably has a high defense. Or a flip effect that I don't want to deal with now. We'll see. Let's see. During my standby phase, I can special summon an Infernoid token. Where do I want it? I'll just put it right there. I don't think that'll be a problem. Because I'll get rid of it for the link. Your opponent cannot target Inferno once you control for attacks or with card effects, except the Inferno ones you control at the highest level, which is the only one that I have, so that's not a thing. Okay, so if I would just Trumpeter now with Bitron and go Goyo Guardian, it would have to go there, but then I'd Link Spider first. I could Link Spider and then special summon the other Bitron. You get Scarlet. I kind of want to do that. I have the option for Ancient Fairy if I also use the token. I don't. I think I want to go Goyo Guardian. So what I will do, so I'll remove the token. Rinkeshokan. And then I can actually use Link Spider's effect and then allow myself the possibility in main phase 2 to still set the second bitch on what I want to. I'll use the effect of Link Spider. Summon a level 4 lower normal monster. Oh, didn't put it in choose zones. I thought it did. I must have just deselected it or double selected it. I don't know. Then I flip summon. Do I have something that's two normals? No. I know there's at least one. I believe there is a link monster like that that uses two normals. Or maybe it's only a link spider. Level Nino, Peter. Level Yona. Angel Trumpet, tuning. Synchro Shokan. Goyo Guardian. Oh, it is actually an Earth Tuner. Good. I was like, oh yeah, wait, that's a thing in Goyo Guardian now, but I could select that because Angel Trumpet is an Earth Tuner. I like that card. Nice stats. Lesser Dragon has the same stats. So we have this. Now, battle. And I often forget that I can actually attack with Link Spider. I generally just think of it as a combo piece, but I can actually attack with it. You forgot the damage? That's better. And then effect. Just for clarification. So you can press the monster to your field in defense position. But because it may matter later, I want it on the far left. Fine. Dispel and trap. Wait, if I do Monster Zone now? That. Okay, good. There. Anyway, Link Spider, attack directly! Now, what cards do I know they have? They have Rabbit, but that's about all I know of. For the rest, they just drew a bunch of cards. Did you miss the attack? I think they might have. It seems they are new to Link monsters as well. Phase 2, and I don't believe I can do anything. I could set Bitron, but I don't want to. Because in case he has like Raigeki or something. I don't see the need to defend myself. I have like just a defense, like 1,000 defense, just a monster being there. Fluffle Dog, Avogadro Guardian, and a Link Spider. I really often forget that I can do something with it because it's not in my main monster zones. It's not the monsters on the monster zones that I'm used to. But I have it. It exists. I can attack with it. I can use its effect. I just have to get used to the fact that I can look there for something too. I can't Xyz or Synchro at the moment because I've already used the one extra monster zone that I can normally use because no way I can get to an extra link with this deck. Reading because I don't remember what it does. If it's normal or special, I really dislike the fact that if you go so quickly, like you could on DN, let's switch to another card. Once card is person out of polymerization, and then you can pay 500 life points. You can actually fuse using just Owl. Okay, take your polymerization. And they can just save themselves a polymerization by just paying 500 life points, which isn't bad. Thing is, if they fusion now and they don't use Link monsters, they have to place it here, and then they don't have other options, which might work out. They may not actually have Link monsters. Maybe they have. They're just not really sure how it works. Due to the fact they didn't realize Link Spider could even attack, I feel they might not have Links in general. And they just decided to enter my duel because the duel note said recording, or because they just wanted to duel me, or just I happened to be there and they clicked on my duel. There are various possibilities, like whether they have links or not, whether they know much about it or not, doesn't matter. Like everyone learns at their own pace. I'm learning things too. Just like in the previous duel, like in Duel 1 of this new series, I lost, but I learned a lot in that duel, so I still appreciate the duel. I still appreciate everything that happened there. I wonder if they're having a hard time deciding what to do here. Okay. So 500 life points. You're forgetting the cost again. I think they're waiting. Yeah, that's they may not be as familiar with how cost and then chains work. Which once again, it's not a problem. I'm happy to teach them or just to remind them. Even when the opponent is really not nice with you, whether troll or whether things just aren't going their way or you're really lucky, whatever. Um, like I always try to. Wait, I think they misclicked. Chances are it was. It might not have. I don't know, but it's on radar. I'm not gonna make it into a big thing. This could set for hand or field to the grave. You can add a frightful card from your deck to your hand. It has to go to extra monsters I know. I learned most of that from watching the anime. I knew that you needed link monsters to get more placements, more possibilities for Xyz and synchros. That's what I knew before the anime. I watched the first 9 episodes of the anime to get used to a bit about the function and how everything worked. Got a pretty good idea of that. And now I'm just getting myself used to everything. Yep, that's how it works. Neck to hand. Just reminding them that it's a possibility. Everyone has to learn at some point. And I say, yeah, my like the duels on my channel don't always have to be super competitive. Hey, Zodiac against True Draco. Unfortunately, some decks are hurt more than others by this. Fluffles may well be one of the ones that are hurt a bit more. This completely messes up their combo, most likely. They do get a Fret for card. Okay. Perfectly fine. Let's go to the end of the damage stab. If it's destroyed by battle in center of the grave, or something else, destroyed by opponent's card effect in center of the grave, you can special summon it. It gains 800 attack, so they could potentially just crash into Goyo Guardian and then fight again. Although, if they remember they can, or they realize they can, they could just attack Link Spider. They would. Wait a sec. If he'd attack into Goyo, is that Fret for card? Yeah, they can do that. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, so I can't use Goyo Guardian anyway. But I do still want to check. Would I have been able to? You can special summon this card. That'd be Chain Link 1 because they're the turn player. Mine is optional 2. I'm not the turn player, so I'd Chain Link 2. Mine happens first, so if on their turn they attack into my Goyo Guardian with Sheep and their first effect would somehow not apply, then I'd get their Sheep. If I would attack into Sheep, and like the same thing applies, then they'd be Chain Link 2 because they're not the turn player and they'd get their Sheep at boosted power and I would not get it. Quickly take some with any packs. Oh yeah. My Constellar deck will be completely messed up now. Like, I likely don't need too many Link monsters, but I want to just be able to do my combo. I can't do my Constellar OTK anymore. I suppose it's not a true OTK because I need previous turn setup, but it's still a way I can deal 8,000 damage, but I can't do that. Ooh. Okay. Can they fight for fusion? It was unfortunately not destroyed by my effect. It was yours. It cannot activate. Sorry! If it's destroyed by battle on center grave or in this card in your position, it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect. It's really unfortunate. They probably thought, okay, I could just wipe the field of all their 3 monsters and I can get a boosted power Fright for Sheep. Unfortunately, they seem to have misread the effect. It does mean I have lost all 3 of my monsters. My Link Spider, my Goyo Guardian, which is my strongest monster, and Fluffle Dog. This is one of the reasons why I didn't play Bitron in defense position. Now I still have it as an option. Like, possibly together with Void Expansion I can do something. This is already a Cyberse monster. I could Void Expansion into my second Link Spider. With that, have 2 Cyberse monsters, which are also both Earth, so I could potentially go into Mrs. Radiant, which will have 1900 attack. I could go into Honeybot with 1900. That's an option. Go ahead. I actually totally forgot you could do that. Alright. I thought he might have just set a card and then ended their turn. I was just thinking about what I could do. But it's still their main phase 1, so they can make a move with Polymerization. Question is, what will they play? Playing at the Legoid, looking at their extra deck, selecting the card first, then sending the materials. Sabers, and Rabbit, and Dog, and Mouse. Oh, God, is this... Don't tell me this is the thing that can attack multiple times. Don't tell me this thing with the amount of materials you can attack that many times. It observes one or more Fluffle monsters. This guy can attack numbers. No! That's 8,000! That is 8,000 damage. Right? 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 No? If Sabers must be fusion summoned with the above fusion material monsters, that is exactly what happened. 3 Fluffles and a Sabers. Can be chosen other ways. Discard can act number times each battle phase up to number of fusion materials, not even just the normal Sabers, just total fusion materials. Uh-oh. What? What happened there? Oh, rabbit. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. I can draw 2 cards every time he hits me, thanks to Replenishment Squad, but unfortunately, with that darn Fright for Wolf, all those draws they did earlier on, with Fluffle, Wings, that's banished now, and Toy Vendor and that combination, got them enough stuff to get Fright for Wolf out. So even though things didn't go the way they want, and they actually got rid of their Fright for Sheep, they can finish me. There were 4 fusion materials. Edge of Sabers, Rabbit, Dog, and Mouse. And look, here come some cards that I can do stuff with. Rescue Rabbit, I can make great plays with that. But I don't have anything like Battle Fader or Swift Scarecrow in this deck. I can literally do absolutely nothing, and I have to draw them. So you can see some of my cards, but... well played! Nothing I could do there. That was the video for today. Let's see if we get another good sound. A few different sounds you can get. I like that. Alright, that was the video for today. We still haven't won. Hopefully in Duel 3 we will. And hopefully we will have another good duel. I'll see you in the next one.